Hello everyone, in this video we want to discuss about packet tracer 253 propagates default route in OSPF version 2. As you know, OSPF is the dynamic routing protocol, and we want to send unknown network to web server from router 2, and router 2 um, play a role as a border router in our network. It means all of the network, all of the routers and PCs here should send packets to router 2, and router 2 send to web server, and it's like a gate to internet in this network. And in this situation you should use default route, and default route it means all unknown network in our database and routing table here. First, in this instruction, we should propagate a default route. Test connectivity to the web server. We want to check and we want to control about connectivity between PC1, 2, and 3 to web IP server, web server here. An IP address is here, and we can copy and go to PC1, and under desktop command prompt you can ping here this IP address, and we want to see what will happen. And you can see host is unreachable. It means host is in the other side of network, and and in is external network for PC1, and same situation you can see for PC2 and also PC3, and for all of them is unreachable, and it means it is like external, and they don't have any connection to external network. Were any of pings successful? No. What message did you receive, and which issues the message? And this is this message is here. You can see this destination host unreachable, as I described for you, is it like external, and they cannot ping it a web server. And we should examine the routing tables on router 1, 2, and 3. For example, to go to router 1, and under CLI, you should write here enable, and in privilege mode, you can write here show IP route. We should check routing table, and you can see under show IP route what networks that we have here. First, we cannot see any default route here. Yes, because this is public address, this is not private address, and you cannot see any public address from here, and you cannot see default route here. We have OSPF to for example here 2009 165 200 224 can have access from 172 16 32. Yes, it's from here. But there is no default route here, and in this situation cannot have access to web server. You cannot see anything 64 100 10 network in this routing table. Yes, and they cannot recognize this IP address. And same also, we should check it for router 2, and right here show IP route. Can we any 64 100 10 in table? You cannot see any routing, any default route here because default route icon is O plus a star here, and after that we can see. And also you cannot see any network address right 64 here. PC1 can connect to internet and this link here, but after and the other side of internet cannot have access, and is for or also for router 2 and also for router 3 same. Enable show IP route. We can see yes, also is here. Also we can also see 2000 2009.165.200.224 and also 0. Yes, we lack of default route first, and we should configure default route on router 2. We should go here. Router 2 should collect all of the unknown network on its routing table and send it to internet. How? We should write here a static route, static default route, configure terminal, and write here IP route 0000, all of the network that you cannot find in your addressing table, in your routing table, and with all of the subnet mask. It's okay. This is the meaning of this command. And send to this interface. This interface is here. Yes, we can find it. This is serial 010 because the IP address is 209.165.200.225. Okay, serial 10, or you can also write the IP address of this interface, 226 for internet, but it's up to you. Name of this IP address or and this interface or IP address of this interface. Yes, and default routes without gateway if not a point-to-point interface. Yes, it's a point-to-point interface. It's okay. But now click on fast forward and you can see do show IP route, and what happened after that here. Do show IP route. I use do because I am in privilege mode, and you can see we have a static route here. A static route is S star and its icon, and you can see all of them sent to serial 010, and it's okay for router 2 only. Only router 2 can send unknown network to internet. But what about router 1 and router 3? Router 1 and router 3 should recognize router 2 as a border. How? With this command, if you go to router 2 and write here IP OSPF1, this is process ID, excuse me, router, router OSPF1, and right here default route. With this command, you can say router 2, say I am a border router and I want to send all of the unknown information and network to internet. Please send it to me. It is the message, it's a direct message to router 3 and router 1. And what happened after that? You can see, click on fast forward to fast convergence. Right again, those show IP route. Anything happen here. But in router 1 and router 2, enable and show IP route. You can see O star here. Yes, O star E2, it means also I don't have rights and I didn't have rights anything at any default route here, but router 1 has learned about this default route should send to this IP address and this interface 172.16.3.2, this net interface, and should send it to this interface. And this is the miracle of default originate command here. As you can see, default information originate here. And also it's same for router 3. And in router 3 also, before that, it was our routing table, you can see. But what about now? Now, this line has been added here and should send default route with this administrative distance and with this metric and cost to this IP address of 192.168.10.9, this interface. And in this situation, you can see after that PC1 can ping web server, because now this network address can be found in router 2 routing table, and routing the router 2 send it to router 1 and router 3, and in this situation can create connection between PC1, PC2, and PC3 to web server. And also here, for example, for PC3, you can see ping this IP address, and it's also true, and they can ping each other. Very simple, and it's default route propagation that we have done in this assignment and activity. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe me and please support me.